Amelia Earhart, the real-life heroine of the skies, fondly known as Lady Lindy. She was one of the history's most prominent figures in aviation. She set many records in aviation and became the first female pilot to fly alone across the Atlantic Ocean on June 17, 1928. She was 30 years old at the time. People called her Lady Lindy after the Atlantic fly. She had been in the headlines constantly for almost 10 years, as she broke record after record with her flying. For more than 8 years, people have tried to discover what happened to Amelia Earhart in her last flight. What really happened to Amelia Earhart? That question has been asked countless times since she disappeared on July 2, 1937. Her disappearance remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. On the 1st of June 1937, Amelia Earhart took off from Oakland, California to circumnavigate the globe by flight. She flew a twin-engine Lockheed 10E Electra and was accompanied by her navigator, Fred Noonan. They flew to Miami, then down to South America, across the Atlantic to Africa, then east to India and Southeast Asia. The pair reached Lae, New Guinea on 29th of June. When they reached Lae, they had already flown 22,000 miles. They had 7,000 more miles to go before reaching back to Oakland. She was on the last phase of her historic attempt to circumnavigate the globe in a plane. On the morning of 2nd July 1937, Earhart and Noonan departed Lae. It was the last time Earhart was seen alive. Their next destination was Howland Island in the Central Pacific Ocean, some 2,500 miles away. A US Coast Guard cutter, the Itasca, waited there to guide them. In her brief radio message, she asked the Itasca to help her navigate the plane onto the island, where she had planned to refuel the flight. It was the last time anyone is known to have heard her alive. After a while, she lost the radio connection with Itasca. Earhart and Fred Noonan never made it to Howland Island. When the Itasca realized that they had lost contact, they began an immediate search. It is also believed that, due to extensive coast conditions, Noonan might have had extreme difficulty with celestial navigation. President Franklin D. Roosevelt authorized a massive 2-week search for the pair. 66 aircrafts and 9 ships with an estimated $4 million spent for the rescue. It was the most expensive air-and-sea search in the American history. After weeks of searches, no trace of a plane was found in the ocean. On 18th of July 1937, the official search was called off by the Navy. But Earhart's husband Putnam financed additional search efforts, working off tips of naval experts in an attempt to find his wife. There was no sign of Earhart or Noonan anywhere. In October 1937, Putnam acknowledged that any chance of Earhart and Noonan surviving was gone, and Amelia and Fred were declared lost at sea. The nation mourned the loss of their brave pioneer woman and Fred Noonan. In its report, the US government concluded that Earhart and Noonan had run out of fuel and crashed into the vast ocean. What happened after the crash is still unclear. On the 5th of January 1939, 18 months after she disappeared, Earhart was declared legally dead by the Superior Court in Los Angeles. Her final flight has fueled many theories. Scholars and aviation enthusiasts have proposed many theories about what happened to Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan. There are three main theories about Earhart's disappearance. The first is that Earhart and navigator Fred Noonan simply ran out of fuel while she searched for Howland Island and crashed into the vast Pacific Ocean short of Howland Island, where they were expected to land for refueling. The second and more widely believed theory, Earhart and Noonan reached a tiny uninhabited island, Nikumaroro. In a last radio transmission made at 8:43 am local time on the morning she disappeared, Earhart reported flying on the line 157337 running south and north. According to this theory, she managed to survive a few days or weeks as castaway and eventually died there. A week after Earhart's disappearance, Navy planes flew over the island. They noted recent signs of habitation but found no evidence of an airplane. In 1940, British soldiers explored to see if Nikumaroro could be inhabited and discovered a human skull. They also discovered a navigation tool, bone fragments, and a bottle of a type of herbal liqueur Earhart used to carry with her. In June 2017, a Tiger-led expedition arrived in Nikumaroro with 4 forensically trained bone-sniffing border collies to search the island for any skeletal remains of Earhart or Noonan. The search turned up no bones or DNA. In August 2019, Robert Bullard, the ocean explorer known for locating the wreck of Titanic, led a team search for Earhart's plane in the waters around Nikumaroro. They saw no signs of the Electra. The third theory is that Earhart survived a crash landing and she was taken prisoner by the Japanese forces. No theory has been proven true and is still being debated to this day. The fate of the 2 flyers remained a mystery. In August 2019, famed explorer Robert Bullard, who found the Titanic in 1985, led a research team to Nikumaroro with the hope of uncovering more answers to Earhart's disappearance. The search was sponsored by National Geographic, which planned to air a 2-hour documentary about Bullard's efforts later in the year. Earhart's disappearance remains as one of the most popular mysteries of American history. But her accomplishments and her legacy still stays as an inspiration to thousands of women pilots everywhere. She dedicated much of her life to prove that women could excel in their chosen professions. More than 8 decades after she disappeared in the South Pacific, the aviator continues to inspire students and adults. Also, numerous movies, books, and plays. Earhart's life and career have been celebrated for the past several decades on Amelia Earhart Day, which is held annually on 24th of July, her birthday. Earhart was a true pioneer in the air. "You flew, my dear, straight to the world of God," said her husband George Palmer Putnam.